What's up, YouTube? I be trying not to look in my camera thing at myself. I be trying to look at y'all. For this video, I'm gonna try to make sure I look right here, because I'm pretty sure this is me looking in y'all eyes. Y'all can see me. Hey y'all, how we doing today? My name is Takara, if you don't know me. And if you're new, welcome. Definitely subscribe, because it's definitely lit over here. And yeah, so today, y'all, let me not play with my head this whole video, because I will do it anyways. Today, y'all, I am coming with another apartment video. This is gonna be a video that's gonna be included into my series, because I feel like this is very important, and I wanted to make sure I discuss this with you guys, because we are what today is. Today is November 12th, 2021. And I moved into my apartment December 28th, 2020. So next month I make a year that I've been living in my apartment. And it has been a very bittersweet experience. And that's what we're about to get into right now. So yeah, we're gonna have like a little, I don't know what I want to title this yet. I think once I really go through the video and discuss and talk, I'm going to see what this will be titled. But I still feel like this video needs to come out so people can know. You know, I've been here a year, so I know a little something, and things have been what they have been. So we're gonna chit chat about my experience of my first apartment. That actually seemed like a really good video title. Anyways, so let's get right into the video, y'all. Okay, so I got a couple of things written down. Not much, but just so I knew the main things I wanted to talk about. So when I first moved in December of last year, one thing I can notice, it was a real transitioning to my own place. I barely stayed here when I first moved in. I'm gonna keep it a buck, no cap. I barely stayed here. I've been living with my mama for 23 years of my life. I'm 24 now. 23 years of my life I lived with my mom, and like we're really close. So, and it just was a transition for me. It's not like I moved in alone, you know. I had my son here, which really helped, because when I first moved in, he was in Louisiana for a month. And so, like, no, he's in Louisiana for a week that time. But I still had to, like, I didn't sleep in my apartment at all when I first moved in. That first week, I didn't sleep here at all, because it was just weird. Like, my son wasn't here, and that's who I'm used to being with. And it was just like, I'm screwy, so I don't know. So, yeah, basically the first 2 months, I stayed here, but I slept by my mom a lot. Like I did. I slept over there a lot. It took a while for this to become home for me. So, and when it did, it was popping, you know. Once I feel like once I really decorated and I spent time here by myself, I really was able to be here. Because at first, I really didn't like being home alone. And then my son, especially for the summer, he was gone back and forth between Louisiana for like a month each time he went. So it was like I had to learn how to be here by myself, and I did, and that really helped me. Like that really helped me. So now I'm in love with having my own space. I could not picture me moving back home. I'll be by my mama, and I'll be like, okay, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go home. So it's definitely better now. Like I'm definitely used to being on my own now. So I knew moving back home was not for me. So yeah, I'm in love with my apartment now, but that was just something I had to put in there that, you know, I didn't stay here much. But we're going to talk about the complications. The first complication I have in my apartment, which is something that we could not plan, and this is something I want to let y'all know, because sometimes things happen that you cannot plan to happen, and you got to be ready to be on the ball for that. So in February of this year, so at the beginning of this year, we had a really bad winter storm in Texas. Like really bad. And y'all know I stay in the Fort Worth area. I think I've mentioned it a couple of times. We had a really bad winter storm. So for the first 2 days of the storm, I was by my mom's house. I went over there because, I mean, anytime we have bad storms and stuff like that, that's just where me and my son end up at. So I went over there because I was like, okay, just in case anything. My mom has a house, you know, it's built better for natural disasters than my apartment. So the first 2 days of the storm was really brutal. My mama lights went out, and so we literally, the roads was freaking flooded with snow. It was bad, like, but the house went to 20 degrees. It was time for us to do something. So we packed up the car and we came to my crib because I didn't know if I had power or not. I don't know anybody here, so I couldn't ask no one. But we was just like praying I had power. So we came here and I did have power or whatever. So we came here and we stayed here for the rest of the storm or whatever. It was like 10 of us in here in my small apartment. Y'all seen my apartment before. I had my aunt and her kids was over here too because they didn't have power. So that's another story. Basically, by us having that winter storm, everybody's light bill went skyrocket. Y'all, my light bill was so high, like so high for like 3 months. 3 months, my light bill was out the roof. Okay, out the roof. So it made you know what I was paying a month even higher. So y'all should be prepared for that. Natural disasters or different things that can happen, or just shit, maybe it's just a month you keeping your light on longer than what you're supposed to. Your light bill gonna be high. You need to be prepared for that. So things like that can happen. You just know when you're going to get an apartment, it's the price they're giving you. But that light bill, water bill, and anything else that can happen, that's not no set price. So just a tip. So that was my first, like, but I mean, I made it through, obviously. I'm in November, almost an end. So next thing, okay, so I want to say this happened a month of me being here. I wasn't here long, y'all. I wasn't here long. I want to say it was either the first or second month this happened, y'all. This was probably before the dang storm. So my car got broken into. That was the first L of living here and noticing living in the area I was living in. My car got broken into. I woke up one morning, went outside, and my passenger side window was bust out. So yeah, and I didn't have any tint on my car at that time. So I left my work purse, which is my MK work purse. Y'all, nothing was in there but my work stuff. And I had a heater in there. It's a big old MK work purse. I left it on my seat. So somebody bust my window and took it. And I'm just like, like what? Like, So, I mean, nothing was in there, but it still was just like, you know, that was the first sign of this apartment. So what happened next was I started noticing a lot of gunshots. Like I don't know, like I used to hear like faintly. It wasn't too much. It sounded like it was far away, but then stuff started sounding a little too close. So one night, this was the first night where I was just like upset. This started like a couple months ago. It wasn't too long ago. It was like maybe end of summer, middle of summer, something like that. I really started noticing the gun violence here. So basically, one night, it was 3 in the morning, y'all. I remember because I had looked. My window was right here, like right here in my room or whatever. I was in the bed and I got woken up from gunshots, and it was literally somebody shooting right outside my window. That's how loud and close it was. I'm not new to gunshots, so I knew what the hell it sounded like. So I literally was in the bed, and all I remember was grabbing my son and dragging him to the floor, and I jumped on the floor and I got on top of him. That's literally all I remember. Like, that's how you know. I mean, I've heard a gunshot, or 3 or 2. I mean, or 3 or 4 before, but anyways, I grabbed him and just dragged him to the freaking floor, and I got on top of him. And of course he was crying because I woke him up out his damn sleep. Like, he probably was confused as hell. Shit, I was damn near out of it. Like, but I knew enough to know what the hell that was and to get down. So I grabbed him, dragged him to the floor, girl. We literally had some spaghetti on the floor that I was feeding him right before we went to sleep. We literally landed on that. It was crazy, y'all. So I dragged him to the floor, and then I got up and I took us to the bathroom after it stopped, and then I like checked me and him out, because you just never, that's how close this was. Like, I was scared as hell. And my baby crying. I don't know what he crying for at this point. Well, I knew he was crying because I dragged him to the floor, but I didn't know if it was something else too. So literally, I assessed him, then I assessed me, and I'm like, and I just was like I'm just like, I got to take a breath, like, what the hell? Like, so we're gonna fast forward a week, 2 weeks from then. I'm doing my client. I told this story on my page before, I think. I'm doing my client, 5 o'clock in the evening. My son in the living room playing, I'm doing my client. And all I hear is pop, 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 pop. It was about 7, 8. I ain't no cap. And I was so confused. I was standing right next to him at the time. I don't know why I was standing up next to him, because I was doing lashes. I think I was doing something for him. I was so confused. I didn't even have time to get down. And this was also like right outside my apartment. Like right there. I know it because the person who did it said he did it outside the apartment. So that's how close this was too. But he was shooting away from the apartment this time. Thank God. But yeah. I didn't even know what to do with that second. My client sitting a tape down, she didn't even flinch. I'm just like, no, I gotta go. So I want to say a week after that happened, that's when I noticed, y'all, and I'm about to put a clip right now of it so y'all can see what I'm talking about, and then I'm gonna explain what I just put. So yeah, y'all, that was a bullet in a bullet hole. And then I showed the outside where the bullet came through the outside. So the night they were shooting at 3 in the morning, before the 5 in the evening shooting, my house got shot. Well, my crib got shot, literally. So that night, somebody came and they were shooting at the apartment. And then the second round of them shooting was a person shooting back at them. So when them people were shooting at the apartment, the bullet went through the outside of my crib, through my kitchen cabinet. And the only reason I noticed, which was weeks later, that's how you know I don't even go in that cabinet that much. I opened it one day because it had like an indentation on the outside where like somebody punched it from the inside. And I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, who the hell messed with my cabinet? And then I noticed sugar everywhere. So a sugar exploded in there. And I started investigating it more because I went to go clean it out. I was cleaning it out. And I noticed a hole in the side of my cabinet and the bullet sitting right there. Like just sitting right there. And I was so hot, y'all. I was just like... So and then it made me even more mad because I went to my leasing office and she just was like dry about it. She was like, y'all need to make sure y'all reporting when y'all hit gunshots. Baby, when they were shooting 5 o'clock in the evening, I know y'all were here. Why didn't y'all report it? Because no cops came that time either. No cops have ever came when they were shooting. That's how you know you in a bad area. So yeah, I'm like, it was 5 o'clock in the evening. Why y'all didn't call nobody? Because no cops came to that time either. And I know they heard them gunshots. So I'm just like, whatever. But she was like, I showed her the videos and I just was like really reporting it because it was like 2 or 3 weeks later. I really was only reporting this so they didn't make me pay for that cabinet. Because I was like, I just wanted to make sure y'all knew that wasn't me. And so I had the maintenance man patch up the outside bullet hole so no bugs and nothing could crawl through there. But that was it. I was like, y'all don't have to fix the cabinet. I was like, I'm giving my 60 days anyways. So I was like, I'm not renewing my lease here. Not at all. So yeah, that was one event. Yeah. So basically it's been a bittersweet experience here. I love living on my own and I have had some hardships here, and my advice to y'all is if you're gonna move, take your time and really look. I know with me, I don't know why I was in such a rush to get out. Well, you just be tweaking. I don't know. I just was like, I was ready to have my own apartment. I was ready. But one thing I can say is I wish I would have took my time to look for a good apartment. So that way I would know the area. I don't even like at this point living here. I didn't even care about living in no area that was like city like or nothing. Like I didn't care about none of that. I just wanted to make sure it was safe because it has been such a drain on me, and just knowing that I have to bring my son here every day, not knowing what's gonna happen. Like, and it's just a lot. It's a lot. So just make sure y'all really take y'all time looking for an apartment. and make sure you case the area out. And I mean, like, ride around there at night and stuff like that, you know. Get you a gated community. I know where I'm moving is gated. That just make things a little bit better when it's gated, but gated places can be bad too. But I'm just saying, it just make it a little better. Just make sure you take your time, because I cased this place out a little bit. I rode around here one night, and you know what, no cap, I'm not even gonna lie and say it's really quiet over here. Besides all of that, it's really quiet over here. Nobody hangs out outside. You don't see people, you know, crackheads and stuff like that. You don't see none of that here. So it just was like crazy when I finally moved here. All the things that got exposed to me, it was like so yeah. But just take your time. And one more thing that has been bugging me living here, and I'm so happy I'm leaving, I want to say the people that's above me, it used to be a man, just a man by himself. I never noticed he was up there. Man must have been tiptoeing. I never heard not a footstep, not a thing fall. He was real quiet. He moved out, like, I want to say the first couple of months I was here. He moved out around like 4-5 months of me being here. And when he moved out, no one lived up there. And so I want to say 2 months ago, or in November, yeah, so it was about 2 months ago, this these two girls, it's a couple, they moved up there. Y'all, I hate them. I'm sorry, hate is a strong word. I really dislike them. And the reason I thought to tell y'all this is because I hear their footsteps right now. They're so rude and inconsiderate. Literally, they're the worst second floor people you can have. That's what I believe. So y'all, first of all, when they first was moving in, they were loud as hell. I don't know why the lighting looks so dark, but let me just tell this real quick before I get off here. So yeah, y'all, when they first moved in or whatever, they were really loud moving in. Like, when they were putting all their stuff in, they were loud as hell, slamming shit to the floor, all that, blah, blah, blah. But I was like, they're moving in together, like, you know. Then they just walk heavy. They walk really, really heavy. Like, when they close a door, it'd be something like they slamming it. Then one night, this was the worst night, y'all. It was like 2 in the morning or something like that. They be sitting there. I know it's not their kids. They be having buku kids over, like little kids. And they be letting them just run around, stomp, da-da-da, this, that, and the third. Anything you could think of to make noise, that's what them little kids be doing. And one morning, I got woken up at 2 in the morning. I was so pissed. I literally was finna walk up there. I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like, y'all, that's so inconsiderate. Like, I'm moving to the second floor of my next apartment, and I'm not gonna let my son terrorize the first floor people. It's just being considerate. They have them kids do whatever the hell they want up there. And then those two be getting into it so bad, y'all. Like, they really be going ham. Like, I'll be getting woken up at 3, 4. Sometimes it be earlier than that. And they'll be fussing with each other. And, like, the walls here are really thin, which is a con. I can hear them fussing. Like, I could clear as day hear what they're fussing about. Like, I know each argument they had, what it was about. And then I'd be hearing screaming. Like, stop. One day it sounded like somebody fell to the floor and they was getting dragged. Y'all, it was crap. They got some abusive shit going on up there. And then one night, the girl came outside. Like, this was recently, like last week. The girl came outside. I don't know which girl it was. I don't know which one it was. But she came outside screaming, she put her hands on me. She put her hands on me. This is what I gotta deal with. Like, screaming it. And it was like 2 in the morning. I'm like, what the hell do y'all have going on up there? Like, for real. Y'all, hope y'all can see me. I don't know why the camera got dark. And I hope it's not dark. I hope y'all can see me. Well, let me just, maybe my camera telling me to shut up. So yeah, y'all, that is that has been like the pros and the cons and the good, the bad, and all that of my first apartment. No, I'm not saying I don't recommend getting your own apartment, because it's lit. It's lit, you hear me? But just look into things before you do it. Don't rush it, you feel me? So yeah, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I just want to give y'all some advice, give y'all some stories or whatever. So yeah, y'all, please like, comment, subscribe, and this I hope y'all enjoyed this apartment series, because I'm definitely coming with more, so definitely be on the lookout. I'm gonna see y'all later.